Hello, I'm Nancy. Welcome to my channel. I really enjoy posting on my YouTube channel. I have 3 playlists that deal with Christian living, living in elder years, and finding God's plan for your life. Please check out these playlists when you have a chance. If you have done all that you know to do in finding and walking in the plan of God for your life, then I suggest you settle yourself down in your thinking and then get busy with other areas of your life. I call these the peripherals of life, things on the edge. Maybe not the most important in the overall scheme of things, but there's still important things that need to be dealt with. There are always things that need to be done in life. They're just not always interesting, entertaining, or glamorous, but they do affect the quality of the life that we live. You may need to do a review of the people that are in your life. There are people who are naturally in your life because they're family, friends from the past, friends who have attached to you for some reason and they keep the relationship going. Sometimes coworkers, neighbors. It's always good to review these relationships and ask yourself, why are they there? Are they beneficial to my life and to the plan that God is calling me to? Or do they just drain you of time, energy, and resources? People can drain you of things that God has placed in you so that you're no longer equipped to walk in the plan that God actually has for you. People are the most important part of life, but they must be the right people for the right reasons. You may find that you do not seem to be in the right place. You may still be attending the same church as you did as a child. And there's nothing wrong with that in itself. But have you been open to hearing God make a way for you in another location? Only you know if you have been obedient in this area or not. I was once in a job where management seemed to be changing focus. I stayed ignoring signs that I should look elsewhere for employment. My job became miserable for me. I had enjoyed it for years, and now I was in misery every day as I went in to work. It became unbearable, but I cannot blame anyone but myself for not making a move earlier. In hindsight, I could see where God was trying to lead me to another agency. But I also saw my stubbornness to stay where I was because it was familiar and it was comfortable. There are times when job transfers move us out of the familiar into unknown territory. This can be good, or it can quickly turn on us. We just need to pay attention to the leading of Holy Ghost to know where we are to be in life, what people to be with, and what places to be in. There may be things in your life that are using up your time, energy, and focus. I've heard several ministry leaders talk about adding things into their lives. And one of the main things that they consider is the time and the money and the energy that's going to go into it. One was wanting to buy a boat. They went to the lake quite often and they wanted a new boat. But they weren't willing to pay the price for what it was going to actually cost them in the end to have this. Another ministry leader was wanting a lake house, wanting it desperately, for good reasons. But after a review, they realized it was going to drain them of money, time, and energy. So they decided they would just rent what they needed when they needed it. Always, when you're bringing something else into your life, count the cost, not just money-wise, but time and energy also. Is your downtime profitable to you? And I don't mean to say that you always need to be achieving something or striving to reach a goal or searching for the next big thing. If it's rest time, you need to be resting. If it's an entertaining time, then you need to be bringing things into your life that brings you entertainment and relaxes you. Are you enjoying whatever it is, or is it just draining the life out of you? Is there something you need to do and you just keep putting it off? How about cleaning or straightening that garage? How about going through that closet and getting rid of things that have just been pushed to the back? How about getting that office organized so that you can work a little bit more efficiently? When have you last balanced that checkbook? When have you updated your budget? Or do you even have a budget? There are many things in life that we need to deal with. It's just up to us to actually do it. When have you sat down, gotten yourself quiet, and listened on the inside to what God is saying to you? Now, I didn't ask, when have you prayed? Many of us pray regularly, but many of us do not stop and then listen to see what God has to say in response to our prayers. The listening part of prayer, I believe, is the most important. It's in the listening that we get our orders and we have opportunity to obey what God is talking to us about. Take time to deal with these peripherals that I talked about in this video, and you will be better equipped to move forward with the plan of God for your life when it arrives. We don't have to have all of our ducks in a row for God to use us, but we should make sure that we are prepared and ready to move when God says, let's go. If you're enjoying my videos, do me a favor. Please like and subscribe. And check out each of my playlists when you have a chance. Thank you for watching today, and we'll be together again soon.